I'm Chandra, and it's been almost 3.5 years. You know it already. I came to Canada. It's been almost 3 years. Um, it's funny. I used to know your buddy Chaston long back. I mean, like a year and a half back, while I was still in India. I was trying to figure out. Okay, I'm coming to Saskatoon, so I got to start networking. So I met him at a common interest group because I used to have, I mean, I still do, I'm still interested in real estate investments. And I met Chaston there. And then we started a kind of a failed startup of ours. I was into wholesaling, and I was still there in India while Chaston and Ryan Myers from Clement Sims, they were operating here in Saskatoon. And then when I came back, I came to Regina first. I didn't come to Saskatoon because my wife was studying there. So, yeah, 2023, I think, September, October. Me and Chaston decided, like, okay, let's start a business. And yeah, the journey started from there. Atlas HC, we got started with Atlas HC Heating and Cooling. Yeah, 2 years, 2.5 years, we've been running it, scaling it pretty good. And last year, I kind of started the marketing agency, the Altix Media, which is kind of my forte because I come from marketing and tech for almost 16 years. So yeah, still networking, still meeting new people. It's a lovely city. I enjoy really being here.
Yeah, and we talked about this before,
Yeah.
but I would maybe you could share a bit because I really enjoyed it. Like the difference between India and here
Oh yeah.
for you in like the tech world.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So yeah, that's the thing. I mean, so India, to my knowledge, to me, the way I've seen it, there are two India, two parts. One is a super convenient, super tech friendly, bustling, a bunch of entrepreneurs. It's 1.5 billion people. So there is the so-called stereotype of India that we see on social media that's there. I don't disagree with that. But there is another sort of India, which is like, people are super busy, people are building businesses, going global. I'm also a global citizen because I'm come from India, 35 years I've spent there. And then one fine morning, me and my wife packed bags, a couple of bags of 23 kilos, and just came here, right? So it's tough. It's tough, but it's fun as well, in a way. So yeah, coming back to that, there was a huge, I mean, culturally, it was not a big thing for me because the other part of India is pretty much exposed to the Western way of life. And me being into tech, I've been working with a lot of American companies. So it was not a culture shock, honestly, for me. But the pace of life, the convenience, I'll explain the convenience part. So imagine Instacart here. You want to generally, there's a habit of people go to Costco, go to Walmart, do their groceries. Back in India, they go out to supermarkets, they go out to, street side bazaar. That's there also in India. But there is a lot of apps which is like super easy. Like you order right now, and there are like three different brands, three different businesses. They compete with each other to deliver the product to you within 8 minutes, 9 minutes, and 10 minutes. And that's their marketing hook. Like, okay, I deliver stuff to you in 8 minutes. Do you really need it? I don't know. I don't know. But when I look at my life back in India, I was still awake in the morning, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I ran out of cigarettes. I ran out of some snacks. I know I can order it, and it's going to be just 10 minutes. One guy with a bike or something, will be downstairs. So that's the thing. But I kind of, and again, I mean, I didn't come to Saskatoon first. I came to Regina. So Regina is a tad bit slower. city in pace than Saskatoon. Saskatoon is more vibrant, more young energy. So for me, it was a huge shock. Like, okay, what happened? 7 o'clock and all closed, all gone. What's happening? So that first year was a bit tough for me to like, okay, this is gonna be the way of life. It's and then eventually I started, loving the smaller things of life because here's a part that you should know that Canada taught me um kind of because I never used to appreciate my own time. I never back in India, like or it's whether it's in India or any bigger cities or any fast paced cities. If you go there, people are always busy, 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 and um, even if I'm like in a McDonald's parking lot and it's a slow Sunday morning and I'm just sipping my coffee, watching the trees, beautiful blue sky, maybe a couple of cars passing by. That's amazing. So it kind of tamed me down. And I think it actually helped me because I'm super entrepreneurial and it kind of helps me to get back my time, ponder what's happening, what should I do to think better, honestly.
Right.
And it taught me to spend time with myself, which I hardly used to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think like the difference, do you even think it's possible for us to catch up?
For Canada or for Saskatchewan?
Maybe Saskatchewan.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure, but there is a so it's a very vast topic. To answer your question, yes,
Okay.
absolutely,
Yeah.
but it will take time. And when I say it will take time, it depends because you got to figure out what your the majority of your population is boomers.
Right.
So not the youngsters, right? So if the majority of people are boomers, they whether they want it or not, they kind of drive the decisions because they got more money first. So they are the biggest consumers and they drive the decisions and they are definitely not tech friendly, tech savvy. A lot of people are nowadays and it's slowly, slowly getting into it. So when I say time, eventually when the millennials and the Gen Zs would be higher in number and they have more like a consumer power, then people would definitely use it. And why not? But again, there's a bit of problem because the population is low here as well. So
Yeah. Yeah.
getting to find people to work and consumers you'll always get, but finding people to work is also a thing. Plus the snow is a big thing, So matching that kind of pace, it's not necessary. But yeah, app usage, it's a huge paradigm shift in my opinion. And yeah, Saskatchewan will get there for sure. Every city in the world has gotten there at some point of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why not?
I guess like I'm thinking about like marketing
Mhm.
and even just like selling, like having conversations with people.
Yeah.
It must be so different because you go to somewhere like Toronto or
Yeah.
Vancouver,
Yeah.
they understand all this stuff.
Yeah.
But here, where it's like we're kind of behind,
Mm.
you kind of have to explain
Hmm.
what you're selling before you sell it
Yeah.
because of how behind we are.
I don't know whether it's the right word behind, but I get your point, what you're saying. And me being a techie, I would always say, like, yeah, 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 we are always far behind. But the question is, again, what people are used to. And it's a good thing, I'm going to bring a great point here. And I've been thinking about this for quite a while now. I somehow feel entire Saskatchewan or Saskatoon for sure is very forgiving. And forgiving in a way, what I mean by that is if you If you are from this city, if you happen to know people, if you have, um, grown up here, if you're grown up here, this city, and if you open a business, provided, why I say forgiving and it's kind of a blessed because you will do good, you'll make money. Now, the parameter of what is good, the definition of good
Mm,
might differ.
right.
You'll do okay if I say that. You'll never run out of business unless you're doing really a shitty job. I'm sure you'll survive. But whether that's survival or being okay is what you want, eventually, people like us and the new kids who will be opening up new businesses, they have seen the world. They are more exposed to what's happening in Vancouver, in Toronto, in Dallas, in Texas. They know it. So the definition of being okay and being doing good will eventually grow, and people would want to grow more away from the city specific business, like the mom and pop shop will eventually transform into becoming a brand.
Right.
And when they become a brand, a brand, when you make yourself a brand, you're not only for a city, you
Mm,
try to scale to other cities in your province. Eventually, if you can get good investment, you can go national. So coming back to your point, I think, it's a huge paradigm shift in terms of behavior and how people think. And again, it goes back to, who are you teaching? Are you teaching another millennial who's pretty much exposed to what's happening in social media and other places? Or you're teaching it to someone who's been running their business pretty well? For example, for my case, a lot of times happen, I design websites, I run ads, I do A to Z for marketing. Now, it's very hard for someone to like establish the fact, like, a lot of people, they don't have a good website.
right.
And if I go and tell them, like, hey, you know what, you need a website if you're becoming a brand, they would say, I don't care, I've got my money coming in. I'm making 100K, 150K a year. I'm happy. Maybe it's a one truck, or maybe, uh, that person has not been able to scale or, make bigger teams or something. But do they need it? Again, it's a choice. So
Mm,
it all comes back to, who you're talking to.
right.
And yeah, I don't want to talk a lot about this boomer thing, but I love boomers. They're amazing. I've
Oh
learned
yeah.
a lot from them. But yeah, it's a kind of a behavior thing.
Yeah, I think from what I've noticed is there's a difference between like an entrepreneur and a business owner,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
because I feel like a lot of people start their business just because they don't want to work for somebody else.
Hmm.
So then they become an employee of their own business,
Yeah.
right? And it's not so much an entrepreneur, they want to own their own business.
Oh yeah.
They don't want to grow, they don't want to scale, they
Yeah.
don't want to put systems in place to make things run smoothly.
Yeah.
They don't want to duplicate and maybe franchise or brand like you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
And that's more of like the entrepreneur mindset
Yeah.
of like, let's scale, let's grow,
Yeah.
let's make this simple, let's put other people in place where they need to be. Whereas a lot of people, especially here, they start a business just so they don't have to work for somebody else, or they want to be their own boss, but then their business becomes their boss, and they're still
Yeah.
putting in 16-hour days. It just happens to
They
be
don't
for
realize it, and
themselves.
I think it's like a wheel. It's like a hamster running in a wheel. I think that's what happens. I'll tell you, for my case, it's just been the opposite. When I was employed, I was working with companies, and maybe, I used to lead a team or I used to head a department. I was a real bully. I was like, okay, you know what? I need this, and I want this,
Mm,
and no compromise. Figure out ways. I'll go and help you to find ways, but this is what I need. But the shift happened when I started doing business or started my entrepreneurial journey. It changed. I freaking bowed down to everybody. And it's not a bow down as in bow down, but like being patient. Business taught me patience, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to, because not everything that I want, it's gonna, I'm gonna get immediately, and I gotta give it time. Um, yeah. So yeah, long story short, it's just been the opposite for me. Maybe the reason that because I was not like not a business owner mentality. I had this entrepreneurial mentality because everything is social capital for me.
Mm.
Not really that I have to win or gain something immediately. I saw your post today morning,
Mhm.
and that is so appropriate. I couldn't agree more on what you said.
Yeah, and it's funny because I talk about transactional relationships a lot,
Hmm.
and I think and one of my friends called me out on that.
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, you talk about transactional friends all the time," and I explained to her like helping somebody is not the same thing
Yeah.
as having a relationship that's transactional.
Yeah.
Because it's like when I'm helping somebody
Yeah.
because I want to help them
Yeah.
because I want to,
Yeah.
not to be like now they owe me something down the
Yeah.
road,
Yeah.
you know. But when I have a relationship, let's say like a friend, my best
Hmm.
friend, let's
Mm.
say that's a transaction.
Mm.
For one, you have to have the mindset. You have to have like you have to make me feel a certain way.
Yeah.
You have to like if you bring me down every time we hang out, that transaction is like just because we were friends since high school
Yeah.
doesn't mean now I'm gonna keep hanging out with you.
Yeah.
That's where like the transaction takes place, in a relationship, who you marry,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Is that person gonna raise your kids properly? Is that person gonna love you? Are you gonna love them? Are you guys gonna
Yeah.
work as a team? There's a
It is
transaction there.
transaction. It's
So
it's
some
expectation.
relationships, there are
Yeah.
transactions, but when you're helping somebody,
Yeah.
you don't want that to be a transaction
No.
because that's just gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
So it's like if you don't have the resources of abundance to help
Hmm.
in whichever way, maybe it's not financial, maybe it's emotionally,
Yeah.
maybe it's spiritually, maybe it's something else. If you don't have an overflow of resources,
Yeah.
maybe just don't help because that resentment's gonna creep up.
Yeah.
You know, make sure if you're helping, you can help without
Yeah.
expectation.
Yeah. I mean, too much of anything is not good at all. So there should be a good mix of, because as you say, like transactional relations. Yeah, it's a very good point. I mean, it's this transaction is not money, but it's expectation, something to get. There's always some expectation that okay, I'm gonna do this, but I expect you to be like that or do something. Yeah, but like when it comes to growing a community, who knows more than you? You're a big community guy, but I think there is social capital is very much important because you can't really gain something from everybody immediately, or even if you don't get anything ever, that happens. But what I believe is, staying strong, being there. You don't have, not everything has to be like charged or
Right.
against money. And if you, I mean, that's a kind of abundance because understand, I'm an immigrant. I am not from the city, and I don't come with millions of dollars in my bank account. But still, I chose to start a business with Chaston. Chaston has been like Chaston, oh boy.
Yeah.
I can keep talking about
He's
that
the
guy.
man. I keep trying to get him to come to a podcast.
Shit, man. I mean, he's amazing. I mean,
I don't
he
even
used
want
to.
him anymore. Just-
No, he's super busy. He's super busy. He is actually running the show completely at the back for Atlas, but he and Mac is another guy.
Mhm.
He's a we call him Super Mac.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's very interesting because the kind of mix that we have in our team, like the core pillars, like Chaston. D- just for Chaston, I'm here. Honestly, he gave me first. He believed in me,
Mm.
and second is he gave me the platform to play around. He figured out my weaknesses and my strength, and he never stopped me anywhere. So all that I'm doing right now, the way whatever help I did to grow Atlas, in terms of the back end stuff and everything, and then running this Altex Media, starting this, growing this thing, this academy thing. He has always been supportive. So
Mhm.
he's an amazing person.
Yeah.
He talk less, but yeah, he's an amazing guy.
With when I think about technology
Yeah.
and the way things are going, I was just visiting a friend, and he works for Vendasta,
Okay.
so selling
Yeah.
technology, right? So he's very good with AI,
Mm-hmm.
and he was working on a website. He
Mm-hmm.
was building out a website, and he had like I know nothing, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
But he has 3 screens,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're all connected.
Yeah.
One of them he's doing the coding.
Mm-hmm.
The second one's the website he's building,
Mm-hmm.
and the third one he built a brain,
Mm-hmm.
an AI brain,
Yeah.
and it looks like little DNA strands,
Oh, okay, okay. I got it. Yeah.
and it has like all these different resources that he uses to build, and it's like it updates. It's always updating itself, and so as he's coding, it's asking questions. It's
Mm.
like doing it, putting input in there, and then the website's in real time
Mm-hmm.
updating. I'm just watching this, man, and I'm like, man, I have no idea what's going on. I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah.
It like I didn't know you could build an AI brain for one.
Yeah.
And then he's trying to explain this to me, and I'm just like, man, you opened a door in my head that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm so unaware, man,
But
of
but
how powerful
but it's
AI
it's
is.
it's for real. I'm telling you, this
Yeah.
it's for real. I the thing that you explained, I pretty much I'm not just not getting time enough to do that, but I'm also on the verge to do that thing, because these AIs nowadays, they have a lot of skills,
Yeah.
and there are a lot of free repository of skills you can download. You can create skills for them if you spend enough time. And then what you do is this brain, it's a series of employees. Each AI employee is, or AI agent, these are called like agentic AIs, and they are specifically trained for subject one or subject B or subject C. And that's what they do. They don't interfere in anything else. Now, when you have a job to do, it requires a lot of things. So they kind of communicate between each other, and you being the master, you just prompt, you just uh, give the direction. But
Right.
remember, being like handling AI, you got to be a creative director. So question comes back, is AI killing our jobs? Oh yeah, oh yeah, for sure. but but it's also giving you a chance, because information, think about 90s or 2000s. Information was exclusive, and people used to go to colleges or some expert to learn something from them, and
Right.
pay them money. Now information is free
And everywhere.
everywhere. So it depends what you can do with that information. Obviously, you need some kind of ideas and like some kind of experience, like what you're doing. You ask a question, Claude or GPT is going to give you like 10 options,
Mm.
but you got to know what to do with that information. So that's a kind of a gap in
Right.
between, and that's where the AI master, the creative director, or the creative guy comes. Whether you're doing a video, AI video, or you're doing any creative stuff or technical stuff, or even if you're doing a business, like finance thing, you got to be a CFO. Maybe you don't need a lot of executives at the ground level, but yeah, you got to know what you're doing.
Right.
But it's fun. It's fun. You'll see an amazing. I mean, I think we are really in a amazing time.
Hmm.
The kind of things that's happening right now with AI, it's amazing.
I can't even comprehend. because I understand how little I understand, I can't even comprehend what the next 10 years is going to be like
Yeah.
because I know so little,
Yeah.
and things are just changing so fast. But like to me, in a good way, I think I'm like a very big optimist.
Hmm.
I always see the good.
Yeah.
So like I can't see it going
Yeah.
badly. Like I like just if we could use it, if we can use it properly,
Yeah.
it's gonna benefit everyone,
Oh yeah.
right?
Easily. Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
then
also
but then
can't
someone will
think.
be like, no, 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 it's gonna take over the world. I'm just like, okay, let's chill out
Yeah,
here.
honestly, I still can think of that sci-fi thing, like the
Yeah.
AI taking over the world. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, because I always see the benefits and the good part of it right now. And you know what? Who knows about tomorrow?
Mm,
Let's enjoy as you can till you can. So let's get the best of your moment, which you can right now.
yeah.
What I'm getting and what I'm seeing right now, what AI is doing, is amazing. It's helping me a lot. I don't have a brain, but I have like 6 to 7 different AI employees, which are like, they do like a lot of scheduled tasks for me.
Mm,
So a lot of groundwork I don't need anymore. I
yeah.
don't need anyone to do it on behalf of me. And that's the fun part. My job, like my role, just on the tech and marketing side, if I just say, I can be anywhere in the world.
Mm,
All I need is an internet connection, a phone, and a laptop. That's all. I can still run a lot of show,
right.
but that's only possible because, I mean, we have shifted. Like earlier, it was a brick and mortar office, then to remote, having remote employees, and now no employees. Just get a bunch of AI and
Yeah.
just train them and just know what you're doing. You got to know what you're doing so that you can give them direction. Okay, you know what? I want this. I want that. And that's the thing. A lot of times people take, for example, I've seen a lot of marketing guys doing like, okay, about Sandstar Graphics. Here's a website. Write a marketing proposal. Write a marketing plan. That's not how you do it. It's going to give you a bunch of generic stuff. And that's where the AI slop comes in. That's where it differs from like who's experienced, who's a marketer, who knows how a brand is built, or it comes from experience. Don't you think the AI knows about it? Yeah, it knows, but it won't spit it out unless you really specifically ask the AI to, okay, what about this? What about
Right.
that? What do you think of this? I'm thinking this. Now the AI will expand because you're giving more context, more nuances. That's the thing. Otherwise, it's gonna be a freak show. If you just like give ask one line questions to AI,
Mm.
full of shit. Yeah, honestly. Part of my language.
No, no, that's good. Um, so I guess before we switch sides here and
Yeah.
turn the tables around,
Yeah.
what's like a good piece of advice for business that you've gotten that you like to keep in the back of your head?
Hmm. Like what I'm building, or
Just
what's your
like
question?
just like some business advice that you've gotten, that you've
Oh, okay.
received, that you always keep in the back of your
Oh
head,
yeah,
you know?
yeah. Scale,
Oh yeah.
scale. But again, I mean, before scaling, give your business. I mean, this is a one business advice I've gotten for sure, from long back. That give your business 1,000 days. Try to do every bit of it, and do it good. Um, I am not a much of a believer of sweat equity. And again, that's a reason. It might be, I might be wrong, I might be right, I don't know. But I feel sweat equity kind of, in business, because a lot of time it's one man show, and you're doing ads, you're doing the execution, the sales. Please don't do that. You're not ready for business.
Mm.
please have some funds so you can invest and be be a good judge where you're investing money and whether that money is making you money back or not.
Right.
So get into that investment mode, because business is all about that. You know.
Yes.
So don't think I don't want to spend money and I'm saving money. You're not. You're not saving money at all. You're going nowhere with it. Honestly, just wasting time. So don't do that. Do what you're good at. I mean, if you're good at doing something, just do it. And just let others handle it. And don't cheap out. I would say. I mean, don't cheap out. Yeah. I mean, find affordable solution. And again, this question comes, affordability or what should I spend? If I want to spend, I can spend $10,000. I can spend 5 grand. I can spend 2 grand. What should I spend? Ask yourself what you can make with that money.
Mm.
If you don't know the numbers, that okay, if I want to invest $2,000 right now on something, how it's gonna make me money back, and in what time? Numbers is everything. Know your numbers. These core unit economics are the baseline of business, and a lot of people I've seen do business on vibe, which is amazing. But at least then gets if you do things on vibe, then you're a visionary. Amazing. Go live your life, keep floating, expand stuff, expand your universe, scale. That's fine, but please find someone who's on the ground, who is really grounded, and who knows those numbers. Get a co-founder, get an employee, whoever is that, or get a friend to help you out in the initial days. And then once you know your numbers, it's like because business, I feel business is all about, managing your risks better and keep growing, keep doing the same thing, keep doing the same thing. That's it. See, I don't know how much I make sense, but
No, that's good.
yeah,
That's awesome.
numbers.
No, well, thanks, man. Thanks for coming and
uh,
sharing and let me pick your brain. Oh,
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
that was awesome.
Awesome.